Hi, good evening. I'm Shane Jones with the Lime Sports World. Marlon Samuels will miss the rest of the West Indies tour of New Zealand. Samuels has been ruled out after aggravating a chronic injury to his right wrist. West Indies team physiotherapist CJ Clark has confirmed that Samuels is returning home, where he will require surgery management and will seek surgical opinion and advice from the WICB's medical panel. Wicketkeeper batsman Chadwick Walton will remain in New Zealand and replace Samuels in the 15-member squad for the 5-match one-day international series. The Windies will also face the Kiwis in 2 T20s. Barbados all-rounder and West Indies T20 player Dwayne Smith has been replaced by Pakistan's Yasser Arafat in the Perth Scorchers squad for the Big Bash League. The hard-hitting batsman withdrew from the tournament due to personal reasons. Now, should Smith become available to play during the course of the tournament, the Scorchers can apply to the league's technical committee to have him reinstated. Over the past few weeks, Barbadian footballer Ramel Ford has been back home scouting for talent to join his Kansas Wesleyan University team in the U.S. The former Barbados Soccer Academy player has been on a football scholarship for the past 3 years, and he believes Barbados has some good talent.
I grew up around a lot of soccer talent, and it just sometimes I think back, well, I remember playing with this guy when he was 14. He didn't have an opportunity, so what's he doing with his life right now? And like I said, I know there's a lot of talent on this route. Regarding athletic ability, I think, especially in the younger age group between 13 to 16, technically, a lot of Brazilian players are more advanced than American players. When it comes to 18, 19 plus, it's a little different because those 14-year-olds in America, they've been through a lot of academies and developmental programs, which we don't have in Barbados. That's where the separation starts to happen.
Well, with a number of his teammates graduating, there is the opportunity for a number of young players to fill those gaps.
My team is pretty solid. We have a really good team. Beginning the preseason, we are ranked 25th in the nation in all NAIA men's soccer. Throughout the season, we had a couple good games, pretty solid defense, pretty solid midfield. We just struggle with our front line. We get a lot of opportunities, we just don't put the ball away. Both myself and the head coach, Gabe Bromo, are both looking for forwards right now. He's in California right now, and I'm here. We're trying to see if we can find at least 1 or 2 forwards. Plus, we had one player from the front line who was a senior, really huge impact player, graduating. And then we had 3 players from midfield who are also seniors who are graduating. So if I could find myself a forward here in the midfielder, and then Coach Rumco find himself one also in California, that'd be perfect.
And it's time to peek into the CBC to uncover yet another former national athlete, this time from behind the desks and cameras. CBC's Melissa Farley brings out a former judoka.
It's 30 years for Bernard Atherley here at the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation.
I started working at CBC as a security guard in 1983. They had a position open in television in 1988 for operator. I applied and I fortunately get through. I would say that it's now 30 years I was at CBC, and I really enjoy working here. I would say that CBC made me, and when I go there, people criticize CBC. It's bothering me because I know that this place is a good place to work.
A proud employee, Bernard was also passionate when representing his country. It was 39 years ago when he wore the national colors as a judoka.
I reached the rank of brown belt. I represent Barbados in 1975. I went to Martinique. I went to Guadeloupe. There were some good tours. I had a training partner there, Richard Pinder. The trainer with fellas like Fuzz Traker that used to work here. We were both brown belt. I want to get a story about Fuzz Traker. Fuzz Traker was the guy that when we sparring on the mat. I can remember one occasion because he could have never beat me in judo, but one occasion he actually said that I'm going to give you $40 to beat me. I did beat him, and at the end he annoyed me for $40, you know. So in my opinion, judo didn't develop to be, you know, at least we should be able to produce at least persons Olympic or World Games level. To me, it didn't develop to that stage. You know, I find it, with all the sports are a little bit, a little bit laid back.
Like many of our former and current colleagues that we featured over the past few days, Bernard too reflected on his most enjoyable moment.
One year we had the Independence tournament at the community college. I think that year in my category, because in judo they deal with categories. I happened to win that year. I would say that I beat some very good fellas on that thing.